Well, race 6 at Randwick today has been named in honour of the legendary race callers John Tapp and Ian Craig, and I am so pleased to be joined by one of the gents now. It is a very good morning to you, Johnny Tapp. How are you?
Good morning, Julie. Thanks for having me on your wonderful program.
Oh, thank you so much for joining me. I've been looking forward to this interview all day. Unfortunately, I only have minutes with you. I could sit down for hours with you. But tell me, how does it feel to have a race named in your honour?
A little bit eerie, Julie, and thank goodness they're on. It would have been one hell of an anticlimax had Randwick been lost to the weather, albeit a very, very heavy track. The race has been reduced in numbers by 4, including Zoo Tiger, who would have run a very short price favourite. I'm disappointed he's not running. I was looking forward to watching him again. He is a horse who is on the rise very clearly and rapidly, and I think he's got some sort of a future, even though he's not there today.
Well, nonetheless, you do have a race named after you now. It is a new 1,400 metre, $500,000 lead up to the Calendar Presnell race in October 22 in honour of your mates Ken Calendar and Max Presnell as well, and you worked right alongside each other. So it must be very special to have Racing New South Wales acknowledge you in this way.
It certainly is. I spent a lot of time with Kenny Calendar in the old Channel 9 Wide World of Sports days. We worked together on race meetings in Sydney for well over 20 years. He and Max are among the doyens of racing journalism in this country, and I'm delighted to see them honoured in a similar way that Ian Craig and I have been honoured today. And Ian and I, it goes without saying, Julie, are not only gobsmacked, we're indeed humbled and very thrilled.
Well, Sky Racing ran a beautiful program side by side with Ian and yourself recently. And you said during that program that this isn't just a tribute to yourself, but it's also a tribute to race callers as a profession.
Yes, I feel very deeply about that one. Some of the legends of yesteryear, people like Des Hoisted, Ken Howard, Bill Collins, Bert Bryant, and many others. I feel that, in a way, Ian and I are able to pay them a quiet, personal little tribute by virtue of the running of this race at Randwick today.
Why was calling at Royal Randwick so special to you above any other track?
Our broadcast position was outstanding. We had a lot of altitude. I think we were 200 feet above the ground in the old language. We had a magnificent angle right on the winning post. You could be fairly confident in the closest of photo finishes. But above all, Randwick has a history and an atmosphere that no other track in New South Wales can boast. All of the great ones raced at Randwick at some stage of their careers. Way back to Carbine, Farlap, Burnborough, Tulloch, Kingston Town, and many, many others. Every time I called at Randwick, I could feel their presence.
As you so eloquently put in the program, the ghosts of the greats. Now let's move into today. What do you make of the Spring Carnival now here in Sydney? It is worth a staggering $66 million. We are home to the best trainers, the best jockeys and the best sprinters in the land.
It's an absolute smorgasbord for horse lovers and for racing fans alike. The prize money is absolutely mind-boggling. Julie, it's a pity that every participant can't get a little piece of it. I'd love to see every person, trainers, owners and jockeys who hold a licence in New South Wales. I simply wish they could get a horse good enough to participate at that level.
It is something extraordinary. I know we don't have a full field just yet. We've got one slot remaining. What do you make of this year's Everest? And do you think Nature Strip, Chris Waller and James McDonald can do it again?
The horse has been beautifully managed, perfectly trained. His win in the King's Stand Stakes at Royal Ascot in June indicated that he is world class, and his win at Randwick last Saturday week indicates that he is, I believe, every bit as good as he was this time last year. Rain, hail or shine, Nature Strip will be effective, and barrier positions are going to play a part. There'll be a lot of speed in the race, Julie, with horses like Shades of Rose and Overpass. They'll be up there annoying the likes of Eduardo. So Nature Strip is going to get a perfect run right in behind those leaders, and it will take a world-class sprinter to beat Nature Strip in this year's Everest.
Indeed. Well, Johnny Tapp, it is always a pleasure to talk to you. I wish we had longer. Thank you so much for your time, and congratulations again on the naming and the soon running of the inaugural The Tapp Craig. We're very happy for you.
Thank you for your kind comments, Julie, and thank you for having me on Racing Dreams.